What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new to the channel, I'm PokeDubz, and I had a couple people ask for a room/studio tour. This is my basement/home office/studio for all the YouTube stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take an in-depth look at what surrounds me in all of my videos. So without further ado, let's take a walk around. Alright guys, so starting going downstairs, got a couple posters hanging up, a couple promotional ones from the shop. Over here I got the retro Burger King poster. If you're a 90s Pokemon kid like myself, you had seen these hanging up in Burger King. All the cool toys that they had. Super sick. I did, in fact, end up collecting all of them when I was a kid, so that's pretty sweet. Here we've got the original 151 Pokemon poster. As you know, I'm a sucker for Generation 1, so let's head down here. First we have a nice welcome trainers to the Pokemon basement. Over here, a couple more random things. The Pokemon 25th anniversary poster. That was from the Pokemon Center. The 25th anniversary poster that was given out to shops to hand out. And then just some random stuff. This was a Pokemon promotional item for the 25th anniversary for shops as well. And that just came from like Hobby Lobby or something. Down here, we've got the Pokemon shoes that you can't forget about. These are the Gengar Pumas that actually wear these ones around to regionals and stuff. So I may or may not have two pairs, but that's neither here nor there. So Pokemon Crocs. Gotta have the Pokemon Crocs. We've got our big Mimikyu, followed by a crocheted one, thanks to special shout out to Sierra Gibson. I'll link her information in the description. You'll see this Mimikyu and then a couple other crochet arts that she has done for me, which are super awesome. So as we're coming down here, you're automatically greeted by some of the Bear Walker skateboards, but I'll get a better look at those here in a second. Walking into the room. Here's part of it that you see in the background. Pan around to the living room area. And then right around here is where all of the magic happens, per se. So, coming back around. Over here we've got the Bear Walker skateboards. So these are super cool collector's items. There's a lot out there that I do not have, but I do have a couple Charizards, a Gyarados, and then there is a Gengar one over here. So that Gengar and this Charizard came from NAIC last year. Ended up picking those up at the Pokemon, the pop-up Pokemon Center, sorry. But then we've got good old Charizard VMAX, Gigantamax Charizard plushie to fuel my obsession for Charizard. Couple of the premium figures that I got. I've got N and Zorua on the way from Mecca, Japan. So that'll make a cool addition to... let me just move over to the premium figure stuff then. There's the Arceus, you can get that on the Pokemon Center, as well as the replica Hisuian Pokeball from Sinnoh. Down here, we've got a record player setup, which yes, I do use. But down here we've got some of the Pokemon manga that I still need quite a few of. Been reading those. I usually read them like at night before bed. They're super good. If you haven't read them yet, I definitely recommend checking them out. These are the Pokemon Adventures manga, so super cool. Over here we got a couple models. There's the Arceus model, and then the Garchomp model. These are snap together models. Super cool. They're very easy to put together. Very beginner friendly. Then we've got a Dialga Palkia statue, premium figure, I guess. I picked this one up actually at the Fort Wayne Regionals. One of the vendors had it, but this is also available for order on Mecha Japan. And just a couple smaller Origin Form Palkia, Origin Form Dialga figures. Over here we've got the Pokemon trading card store sign. This is meant for shops to hang up in their window. If you're going to learn one thing about me, it's that I'm a bit of an eBay hunter, so that's where we picked this up. It's also got a sign that would hang from those. The one that came with it was for the 25th anniversary, but I just like to have the light right there. So we back out a little bit so you can see kind of the whole area. So moving into some of these are a couple retro, if you will, figures from my childhood. These ones are not originally mine. I ended up purchasing these about a year ago. Zach from Zeke's actually got these in from somebody, and I ended up picking them up because I did in fact have all these as a kid. But this one, actually, this keychain, which, by the way, does still work, that is mine. When I went back home one summer, we ended up looking through some stuff, and I stumbled upon that. So, for whatever reason, when I was a kid, I didn't open that up, which is very surprising, because I ripped everything open. So that survived, and that is from my childhood. Up here, we've taken a look at these before. These are the Wand Company Pokeball replicas. We've got the Pokeball, Great Ball, the Ultra Ball, we've got the Premier Ball, the Dive Ball, which I did a unboxing video for, that I think went pretty well, so look for more stuff like that in the future. We've got the Dusk Ball, and the Quick Ball, which is one of my favorites, and lastly, the Master Ball. So we jump down here to part of my Charizard collection. This is a Leon Charizard figure that, unfortunately, I ordered it from the Pokemon Center and it was missing one of its claws, which, it's a small detail, but that bothers me every time I look at it. This is one of the older Charizard figures. I got this from my buddy Levi. Shout out to him for that. This is the premium statue that you can get from the Pokemon Center. It does light up. I'm not sure if I can... Yeah, I can't reach the button, but it does light up, and I believe it has a USB-C plug-in as well, so that's pretty sick. This is the gold Charizard card from the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection, so super lucky to get one of those. We've got the Charizard Funkos, both of them. And then I do actually have them in a box still. I have a rather massive, actually, Pokemon Funko Pop and the Build-A-Bears. They're actually over inside of this room. I'm not going to go in there, though, because it's kind of a mess right now. It's kind of like our storage room slash... I have like an 8-foot table in there set up for like a game room. I do plan to get that back in order at some point, and we'll take a look, but all my Pokemon Funkos and Build-A-Bears are in there. Over here we got a couple special pieces. So this is the DX, I think, figure that was on the Pokemon Center for a brief moment. It became super hard to find. I actually did not get this one from the Pokemon Center. I had to pick it up on eBay, but very cool figure. I've got a couple of these. I got this one, the Gyarados. I do have a Gengar that we'll see in a little bit, and a Gardevoir of this series of figure. Here is my prized and beloved Shadowless Charizard that I showed you guys in, I think, a short, but it's not perfect, but it is good enough for me to have, to be able to say that I have a Shadowless Charizard, so Happy with that. Another Gigantamax Charizard. And a base set Unlimited Charizard that I have graded at an 8.5. So, nothing insane, but they're enough for me to enjoy having them. And right down here are some of the coins and just kind of exclusive things that I picked up at regionals. I don't think the camera's going to zoom in on that, but it is an Orlando regional dice. And then we've got, so for day 2 events was a TO that hosted quite a few regionals this year. When they would host a regional, they would have coins specially made for each regional, and I would pick up 2 so that I could have the front and back displayed. For example, here is the Peoria Regional that we were super lucky to have right in our backyard. Super stoked to have Peoria on the map for Pokemon, although I know a lot of folks didn't particularly enjoy coming over here to Peoria, but we take that. Got to sleep in my own bed for a regional, which was super, super sick. Then we got Fort Wayne, Indiana. The Milwaukee one, where I had my best finish, almost made day 2. But there's more to come there. And this is the pin from last year's North American International Championships. We should be getting another one of those here. As I'm recording this, I'll be heading out this next weekend for that. Over here is just the regular Jazzwares Rayquaza figure. So it's not like a premium figure or anything. I did have someone ask about this Giratina, which is super sick. I don't think the camera's going to do it any justice, but this guy's huge. This was actually something that I had gotten on eBay, because this is from 2008. It was like, so Japan does a lot of like lottery prize stuff, and this Giratina was one of those. So, not really hard to get, but they're kind of limited, so you have to kind of seek them out on eBay. And they're not super cheap. I did end up striking a deal on this one, but they're kind of few to come by. But yeah, that's what that Giratina is. We got a pre-release Scarlet and Violet poster from the shop. Thanks to Zeke's for that stuff. We've got, you can see these in the background when I'm recording videos. We got the whole squad here, the Hisuian Zorua, both regular Hisuian form and shiny, and the Hisuian Zoroark. Poke plushes, they're like about as realistic as ones you can get. They're posable, they're very, very cool. We'll come by more of those here in a little bit. This, my little Bidoof squad with the Fido, love it. And then this cabinet is home to all of my playmats, Pokemon binders, deck boxes, etc. It is kind of a hot mess in there, so we will not be opening that this time around, but that's what's in there. Up here we got a Pokeball light and a Gengar light. I don't know how well the camera's going to adjust to that, but those are pretty cool. We got the sleeping Gengar and Pikachu figure with the old Psychic Surprise Pokemon VHS. This one's still sealed up. Fun fact about this one, as you might notice, Gengar there with white eyes. This is the one and only time that Gengar was illustrated with white eyes. As you can see, Gengar does indeed have red eyes. So that's kind of a cool little piece. So on the outside looking in, we're going to hop into the infamous Gengar collection. As you guys know, I'm a giant Gengar fan, so I won't get into anything super specific about any of these, but here's a look at some of the Gengar stuff. Yes, this is indeed a lounge fly bag. I know, but I had to have it because it's super sick. We got some of the plushies. I pick these up both if I can find them online, like through the Pokemon Center, I'll get them. Otherwise, I pick some of them up at like regional championships. A lot of the vendors will have them. Definitely not a second pair of Puma Gengars Gengar Pumas, whatever you want to say. But yeah, so some of them come from the Pokemon Center. Some of them came from, like, here's all the squishmallows. No, I am not a squishmallow hoarder. I did not go buy out all the stores because that is not who I am. I usually get like one of just for myself. That's that. But yeah, so some of these ones released through like Target and stuff. Otherwise, the Pokemon Center or regional championships or Mecha Japan. Several of these came from Mecha Japan. I believe I shared that link before. A couple Gengar hats, the shoes, some more hats. That's like a soup bowl. There's another one of those crocheted Gengar from Sierra, so shout out to Sierra again. She does do commissions, so yeah, I'll leave her information in the description. Definitely go check her out. We got some trick-or-trade stuff, and then for whatever reason, I decided to save the box to a Gengar mouse that I have that we'll check out here in a little bit. Gengar poster that's taken some mad reflection from all of my lights. This was a cool little custom shadow box thing that I got on Etsy. One of my best friend's favorite Pokemon is Snorlax, so I thought that was a cool thing to add to my Gengar wall. Got the signs that came from the Pokemon Center. The Gigantamax Charizard Gigantamax Gengar poster over here was another Etsy find. Had to have that. We've got the Chandelure hanging up, chilling up there. And then these came in like a 6-pack set. You'll see I've got 2 more over here. I want to display all of them, but there's just too many to display. I'm running out of room, guys. Here's a couple of my Gengar figures. The two middle, these two right here are the models. I ended up getting 2 to display both forms of it. There's a couple Gengar deck box and another cup that I think I got from Mecha Japan, and a drink glass that this actually comes from the Pokemon Center cafes in Japan. So you can order a drink. It looks like a slushy drink that comes in this. It's purple, and then they put like little ears on it to make it look like Gengar. So you can buy that cup from them. I got it from a vendor at a regional, but had to have that. Here we've got the Gengar trick-or-treat bowl with some trick-or-trade packs displayed in there. Gotta have the Gengar slippers, guys. Gotta have them. Here's just some more Gengar and Mimikyu plushies. So these totems, which you can probably see in my videos behind me, are team-up promo totems that I had never seen before until one day I was, a surprise to nobody, browsing around eBay and saw them. We'll get over to the other one here soon, but it's a Pikachu Zekrom one as well. So I was super stoked to pick these up. I had never seen them before, so they're pretty special to me, as I do think that they're somewhat rare. Up here we've got just a random assortment of plushies that I just threw up there. Gotta love Rotom decks. Sorry, the light is messing up with those. I have LED lights behind my TV, so here are the 25th anniversary celebration parade Pokemon statues that I did end up getting from the Pokemon Center. So that's what these are, if you can see those in the back. And then I think I'm missing one, actually, that I was not able to get. But then over here, we've got a statue from the 2022 Pokemon World Championships. I was not able to attend, and any friends that I had that went there, I made after the fact. So I did end up picking that one up on eBay. But here we've got another Pokemon, the Chilling Reign Galarian Birds promotional poster from the stores. There's the other team-up totem, the Pikachu Zekrom. Over here we've got Incineroar, patting a little Litten on the head. I thought that was humorous in my dad age. Thought that was kind of funny. This is, if you know what this is one of the Pokedex from like the 90s. Definitely had one of these when I was a kid. You can turn it on and search entries for all your favorite Pokemon. The Tiger Pokedex. So, love to have that. And we've got Lugia telling Ho-Oh why he's so much better than Ho-Oh. Over here, got some Pikachu figures. I am a big fan of Pikachu. A retro Pikachu binder, thanks to one of my friends that gave me that. Got a Raichu plushie, and this is kind of a fun little piece that I picked up from somebody online. It is a roll of unused Pokemon Center packaging tape. So it's just an unusual piece that I like to have in my collection. This is the Jumbo Pikachu Funko Pop. If you've ever seen those, he's like 18 inches tall or something. Over here, we've got another Gengar sign from the Pokemon Center. Then a couple of the Jazzwares figures. We got Lugia sitting up on my light. No, I promise that does not get too hot for Lugia to be sitting up there. It's fine. Everything's okay. Down here we got a Zekrom. This is an older one from like 2010. A black and white series of figures came out. And then all of the Legendary Bird Trio, the original Legendary Bird Trio. And then we've got a little Tupperware container with them on it. I've got another one of these Tupperware containers, but I just don't have anywhere good to display it, so I do like fun little quirky Pokemon items like that to add to the collection. Up here, we're moving more into the living room section. We got some of the canvases from the Pokemon Center. Some of the trainer ones. These are 3 of my favorite. There's quite a few more. But then we have just kind of an arbitrary assortment of Pokemon plushies. Got the Ghost Squad there chilling. The Banette was one that I was really excited to add to the collection. I just got this in Milwaukee from a vendor. That one was kind of hard to find, actually. Raichu sleeping. And then, of course, we got the Lechonk from the Pokemon Center when they released a bunch of Lechonk merch. I got the shirts as well. Here we've got the Pokemon Center exclusive Snorlax and Togepi squishmallows. And the way that they're exclusive is they have a Pokemon Center logo patch on them, so that is very cool. Love to have those. Over here, so I've only got 2 of them, but every year for the World Championships they'll have a Pikachu plushie that they give out to the players. Unfortunately, I've never attended Worlds to play myself, but I did end up picking these 2 up. This one's from the Boston World Championships in Washington, D.C. in 2019. There's a random Jigglypuff from Target that I just had to have. And some more Pikachus. You got the 14-inch Squishmallow and the 10-inch. And then a Gigantamax Pikachu plushie. And we've got a Litten. Love Litten. And then the Sleeping Gengar plushies from Japan. I had to special order those, as they are not very easily obtainable. We've got some random gaming supplies, all my controllers for my systems and such. With some Pokemon magazines chilling there. And then I've got a couple of these. They're these little banners. They were custom made. They're not officially licensed. And I'm not usually super keen to display like unlicensed stuff, but I do think that these are pretty sick, because Pokemon Red and Yellow were the things that originally got me into Pokemon as a kid. We've got a random Charizard hanging there from the ceiling. Love to see it. We pan over here. This is that's the setup that I'm usually sitting at when I'm recording my videos. So here we do have, yes, I do have doubles of these ones, and I do indeed sleep on them because they're super comfortable. Guys, if you've never If you've never cuddled up with a squishmallow, I'm sorry, but you're missing out. You are definitely missing out. Those things are so soft. Super awesome. 10 out of 10 recommend. Anyway, the random orange things that you usually probably see behind me are a Build-A-Bear Mew and just a random Chinchino from the Pokemon Center, both wearing Ash Ketchum hats. I have a goal to catch them all. I have a goal to obtain every regional hat that Ash had. So far I've only got 3, but it's a work in progress. And we've got my dog as Wally. He's got a haircut. Anyway, let's head over here back to the entryway area, I guess. Here we've got some more of those Poke plushes from the Pokemon Center. Some of my favorite legendaries back there with the Dragonite. Here's the little table stand that you guys see. I usually display things on here as like a giveaway. So we got the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection that we're giving away for 500 subs. Gonna be super stoked to give that away on July 8th. Then we've got a Pokemon Nano Blocks that we got from Zach at Zeke's, and we're gonna be giving that away too. So thanks to him for that. Otherwise, this table is usually used for sorting cards, so behind the scenes, you can see here we've got a assortment of cards being sorted there. So the PokeDubz thing is actually 3D printed. I had this made on Etsy, which I was super stoked about. It's very cool. But moving on, over here, we've got some custom Pokemon arts made by Frosted Caribou. She is a content creator here on YouTube, as well as a Pokemon caster for the TCG. And this is my 2022 North American International Championship playmat that I used, as well as the competitor badge that you get. The reason I have these hung up is because this was my first international championship, so I just wanted to commemorate that, hang it on the wall. Sorry, there's a ton of light reflection in there. Can't really do anything about that, but... Then down here we have a lenticular card that if you turn, there's Gigantamax Gengar, and then Mew. So that's pretty sweet. Over here is a Darkrai figure. This is the same deal as that Giratina. This was a giveaway item, a lottery giveaway item in Japan that I ended up scooping up on eBay. So then over here, this is my work desk, actually. So during the day, when I'm not being PokeDubz, I am a software engineer. I do indeed work from home, just because of kind of everything that happened in 2020. Our company decided to start working from home, and we just haven't really changed. But I'm pretty okay with it. So here I've got a bunch of random assorted figures that I've got there. There's one of those Nano Block Mimikyu. Got a big giant Mega Gengar mouse pad that I think I also got off Etsy, if I remember correctly. Then some splashing Pokemon figures or statues that I got on the Pokemon Center. There's another one of those DX figures. And good old Mewtwo hanging out. So, nothing crazy with the work setup going on here. Down here, got all of my, don't mind the couple wires that I couldn't seem to manage. Got all the stuff getting ready for the North American International Championships, which I'll be doing more video on that to come. Got some random Sitting Cuties plushies chilling up here. They are secured so they won't fall. Got a Rayquaza plushie. This was a Pokemon, or a Poke plushie from the Pokemon Center, but I obtained this one from a vendor at NAIC last year. Up here, some of you guys might recognize these, another vintage throwback. These are the Welch's Jelly Jars from I'm not exactly sure the copyright year on those, but they're from the late 90s. There's some more crocheted Pokeballs from Sierra. Super cool. But these are all the jars from that set. Super, super cool. Over here we got just a Sun and Moon promotional poster. I think that came with a strategy guide. And then I think, so moving on to the recording setup, I think I've mentioned before, I'm a big fan of Marnie. I think she is just a cool trainer. I wish she got more time in the anime. There's a Marnie towel looking thingy. And there is my face camera, and I'm usually staring at good old Lugia there, telling me to do a good job and to remember to turn my microphone on. So thanks, Lugia. Big shout out. Good looking out. So there's that camera. I'll go over more specifics. This camera is actually the same exact camera that I'm recording with. It is a Sony ZV-10. For anybody interested, I'll post some links in the description. All that good stuff. We got some Gardevoir figures as well as some more Marnie figures. We go into the hand cam area. I'll go over this stuff first. Got a little Marshadow figures standing up there with a Hisuian Zoroark. There's the Gengar shooting the old Shadow Ball DX figure. This is one of my favorite figures ever. That's why it's over here by me instead of over with the Gengar stuff. With the Haunted House figures, these were a Japan thing. Got these again from a vendor at a regional championship. These are from like a little little mystery box thing that Japan also has. They put them in gachapon machines, and you put in a certain amount of yen, and you just get a random one. But a lot of the vendors have them as like little boxes that you can buy. These adorable pins were also made by Frosted Caribou. Definitely check out her stuff. She has amazing art. But coming back out, this is the recording setup. Try not to run into anything behind me here, but nothing crazy. Admittedly, I don't have anything insane as far as the setup goes. My little PC down there that I'll walk by here in a second, but I mean that thing is ancient. I built that in 2015. So it's like 8 years old. Nothing crazy in there. The only thing I've upgraded is my graphics card, and even that's not insane. Got my Blue Yeti microphone on just a regular Amazon microphone stand. Nothing crazy, guys. Got some Amazon lights. They are dimmable. Those help illuminate my very pale face in the back of my head. This is the key light. I can't remember the exact name of the brand right now, but very, very nice. This was the solution I had for the hand cam so that it didn't have a big ring light on all the cards. So that's where that all goes. I usually just move the keyboard up over there, and this camera that I'm holding right now sits on that stand, and you look down at the cards just like so. So then over here, I do have a little TV mounted on the wall. I did have that there before, actually. The basement used to not be used as much, but there was like a little home bar down here, and this was up behind it. So I ended up putting one of my desks right down here. As my former home office, we turned into a playroom for our son, and this just worked out better because, I mean, look at what I'm able to do down here. And moving all of my Pokemon stuff down here is what sparked my interest, or reignited, I guess, my interest, because I'd had it for a while, to start a YouTube channel. So, super excited about that. Up here is my Scarlet and Violet Edition Switch with a sick Miraidon figure. I think that was featured in one of my videos. Unboxed it from Japan. But the next thing up here above this is, I will admit, it's kind of pathetic, but I had to do it because the one thing with YouTube is that you don't get a play button. you don't get a play button plaque until you hit 100,000 subscribers, so that's like insane. And even then, I think they're getting rid of that one, so you have to, I think, get 1 million to get an actual play button, and I just don't have faith, I guess, that we're gonna get that high, or even to 100,000. So I went ahead and, just to make myself feel better, I guess, I don't know, it's kind of cool. But I got a play button made on Etsy. I got really excited about hitting 100 subscribers. I thought that was really cool. But as you guys know, we're cooking over 500 now, so that's super awesome. Heading to 1,000. So thank you guys for that. But this is just a little commemorative play button that I had made for hitting 100 subscribers. So hopefully I'll get to send a request to the same Etsy person to make one for surpassing 1,000. But that's a little brief explanation of this. So you can make fun of me if you want, but I thought it was kind of cool. It's a little play button to commemorate the channel. Again, a ton of light reflecting off of that, but PokeDubz, congratulations for surpassing 100 plus subscribers. So, not official because I don't think I'll ever reach the numbers to get an official Pokemon play button, but we got one anyway, guys. Over here, got a ton of Pokemon hats, play Pokemon hats from regionals, a couple professor hats, some world championship hats, all that good stuff. Yeah, over here, there's a little PC with the Pikachu McDonald's Happy Meal box. In 2020, they did a promo set for the 25th anniversary, and that kind of reignited my love for Pokemon again. And that's what got me to start playing even more. So there's a Score Bunny, Build-A-Bear, with a little random Inkay. And then finally, guys, to wrap it up, we've got the Lucario life-size plushie. So that's that. This is the look at the whole getup. This is where I sit when I record the videos. This is where I work. And this is everything behind me for the home office / studio tour. So guys, that's going to do it for the home office / studio tour. I hope you liked it. I hope I didn't go too far in depth on some things, or if I didn't go in depth enough. If you saw something that I, for some reason, skipped over and didn't describe, let me know in the comments if there was something that you want to know more about. But honestly, my basement changes like every other day or something. I move something around because I'm always thinking about where I want stuff, because I love and hate to admit that this is not all of the Pokemon stuff that I have. I have quite a bit more stored away because there's just nowhere to put it. And I try to keep this as extra as everything looks. Try to keep it at least somewhat tasteful. So more will probably get worked into the space as I can get ideas and stuff. But yeah, this is where I work. This is where I make videos. And in the minimal time that we get to relax, usually hang out down here, watching some TV, criticizing my own YouTube videos, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that's it for that, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. A random little supplemental video to get us by until we get into Obsidian Flames and 151 coming out early this fall. So get in that 500 subscriber video. If I end up releasing this before that video comes out, I don't know yet, but maybe after. Maybe you won that when this video comes out. If you did, congrats. But yeah, so until the next one, guys, keep being awesome, and we'll see you then. Peace.